At one point in my life, God had me learning how to fly myself, finding my own wings, getting back closer to it or purpose, right? And as I went through these different shifts, these different changes, these different upgrades in consciousness, God then lifted me up to help others learn how to fly, learn how to really be able to differentiate. I want to say, see what's a distraction and what's truly meaningful, like purpose in their life. Like, what do you truly love to do with the least amount of effort that helps not just yourself but others? God started to put me in people's lives that would be in a sense of whatever I would be or feel to say, I would then become a channel to say it, and it will help people get out of knots and situations that they couldn't get out of on their own. Not in a way that they couldn't do it. It was more of a help when it came down to a shift in perspective. And then when they saw it different, they was then set free. But now, I'm at a point in my life or on my journey where it's like, at one point I was at the entering or the opening of the cocoon, guiding people on how to go into solitude or isolation so that they can receive their elevation or their wings. But now it's like God has taken me and brought me to the other side of the cocoon where the exit is at, where I'm now put in position to guide people on how to get in formation once they take flight with their new wings. How to get in formation, how to structure what they're trying to do, how to communicate with people, different things that they can do to zero them in on what they say they truly want at heart. And a lot of that is teaching people on how to connect with new people and new places. Because when you come out of the cocoon or the stage of isolation where God takes you and puts you in darkness, and then you really truly start to know who you are, really tap into that piece of God that exists within all of us. When you come out of that cocoon and then you tend to want to go back to old circles, you put yourself at risk. I was just talking to a guy this morning about that, as well as my wife, because she says she experienced it, and I experienced it as well. And you can relate. It's almost like this. You get new information by God sending it or giving it to you through a book, a video, or a person, right? And you then go around old circles or old environments and start to feel tension. Start to feel like the people there are starting to want to attack you on different levels, right? They start to find problems with you even when you don't do nothing. And like I told the guy I was talking to this morning, as well as my wife, it's almost like you come from the hood, you made it out to a certain extent, and then you went back to the hood with a lot of jewelry on, nice car and stuff. But because you are not talking on what you got going on, you don't think that they see it. It's almost like that when it comes down to your aura being brighter than the one's aura where you come from. So then, because they don't got the information or know the information that you have been given by God through people, places, and things, books, videos, whatever, you think they don't know, but it ain't about them knowing. It's about the energy that you're putting out around them that affects their spirit, that affects them emotionally, and then it causes them out of fear to attack you, and they don't even know why they're doing it. That's why Christ said they know not what they do. Forgive them. It's my energy that they don't like. That's why he said they gonna hate you because they hated me. The minute you start walking like I was walking, talking like I was talking, moving like I was moving, you would then become a target. Talk to them. So I've been telling them, listen, man, if you're going back into old circles with new information, you are bound to be taken out, because when you know better, you're supposed to do better. I told them it's kind of like in the physical, the energy slows down. We know that matter is slow. It's vibrating so slow that it looks like it's hard, like it's stiff, right? But it's really a lot of particles or atoms moving at a rapid speed. But in the physical, it's slow. So God said, you know what? If I got to go back in the future to change something, to rebirth you or give you new life by getting new information and figuring out where things went wrong, I'm going to create a 3D matrix where I can put two energies down there, feminine and masculine, positive and negative, right? Poles. And I can work through them if they pay attention to me to help bring us all back together. Because what I can't do from up here is bend, because I'm a just God. It's called cause and effect. You do this, this gonna happen. But if I can slow the energy down by creating a physical avatar, a smaller me, a smaller G, I can then kind of bend and say, okay, well, I made a mistake. I got enough time in the physical to reevaluate it, take self-accountability, and then change my actions moving forward. And then from there, I change the future. You see? See, God is so intelligent, man. You know, so he had to break itself down or break itself down in order to build itself back up to its highest version, right? Because as we remember who we are, God is constantly remembering who it is. It's one and the same, family. That's why we have to let the dead bury the dead. We can't keep dwelling with people that got the tools to get out, but they choose to let the tools sit down and they still stay stuck in their mental jail cell, right? They study battling the heart. The heart don't want to keep going back in those old rooms, but the mind keep fooling it to go back in. Kind of like when some men would say, yeah, baby, just take these drugs down to this place for me and you ain't gonna get stopped. And because the heart loved the body or the mind so much, or the woman loved the man so much, she put her own self at risk. But I'm here to tell you right now, family, we had a pivotal point in our evolution where the heart ain't going back in the burning building. If you as the mind want to go back in there because you don't love the heart enough to go with it, then you'll be left behind, family. And it's only two poles that can use you. Either the Most High using you or the lower frequency is using you. Now, both is one and the same. But one is you choose your destiny while the other has chosen the highest destiny for you. But you got to follow your heart to get what it has for you, knowing that it always has something better than what you can even perceive. So that's the message, family. Stop going back in the old places that you know you have outgrown. It's the same as if you try to put on a pair of old shoes that you wore 10 years ago. You know you can't fit that, so why even try it? You know these people don't see you, so why do you keep on trying to force them or thinking that, oh, they gonna get it? No, it don't work that way. Some people never get it. Trust that the Most High will give you the people you need, but you got to know or believe enough in yourself to say, you know what, God, I believe in you. Even with me going into this dark place right now, this cocoon, this place of solitude, where I can not just get to know you more, but get to know the things I truly like. I don't even know what I really like. To even know when somebody's doing something that I don't like. I don't even know myself. I don't even know God. And I look at it in the face every day. There's no more time for separation, family. Going with the flow is over with. It's time we create the flow or co-create the flow of divine love. No more separation, family.